Top 10 interesting facts about the China. Are you looking for facts about China? Then you've come to the right place. Here are 10 interesting China facts, and further down you can also read some more general facts about China that might be good to know. To make this even more fun, I want to challenge you. How many of these China facts did you already know before reading this? Share your result in the comment section. Or why not challenge some Chinese friends? Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope all are doing good. My name is John. Welcome back RS channel. Before begin to start to take a look at video request to subscribe our RS channel and don't forget to hit bell button get an immediate notification. Let's begin. 10. China has world largest financial center. It was designed by Kohn Pedersen Fox and developed by the Mori Building Company, with Leslie E. Robertson Associates as its structural engineer and China State Construction Engineering Corp and Shanghai Construction Group, General Co. as its main contractor. It is a mixed-use skyscraper, consisting of offices, hotels, conference rooms, observation decks, and ground-floor shopping malls. Park Hyatt Shanghai is the tower's hotel component, comprising 174 rooms and suites occupying the 79th to the 93rd floors, which at the time of completion was the highest hotel in the world. It is now the third highest hotel in the world after the Ritz-Carlton, Hong Kong, which occupies floors 102 to 118 of the International Commerce Center. 6 On September 14, 2007, the skyscraper was topped out at 492 meters, 1,614.2 feet, making it the second tallest building in the world on completion, the tallest at the time being Taipei 101, and the tallest building in mainland China. The SWFC opened to the public on August 28, 2008, with its observation deck opening on August 30. The observation deck offers views from 474 meters 1,555 feet above ground level. The SWFC has been lauded for its design, and in 2008 it was named by architects as the year's best completed skyscraper. In 2013, the SWFC was exceeded in height by the adjacent Shanghai Tower, which is China's tallest structure as of 2021. Together, the Shanghai World Financial Center, the Shanghai Tower and the Jinmao Tower form the world's first adjacent grouping of 3 super-tall skyscrapers. Designed by American architectural firm Kohn Pedersen Fox, the 100-story tower was originally planned for construction in 1997, but work was temporarily interrupted by the Asian financial crisis in the late 1990s, and was later paused to accommodate design changes by the Mori Building Company. The building of the tower was financed by several multinational firms, including Chinese, Japanese, and Hong Kong banks, as well as by the Japanese developer and American and European investors. The American investment banks Morgan Stanley coordinated the tower's financing for Mori Building. 9. China is the world's most populous country. China more than 1.4 billion people, China holds the world record for having the largest population on Earth. India is not far behind though with 1.3 billion people, and they're estimated to take over the one place in a few years. The current population of China is 1,448,205,686 as of Monday, February 7, 2022, based on World Meter elaboration of the latest United Nations data. China 2020 population is estimated at 1,439,323,776 people at mid-year according to UN data. China population is equivalent to 18.47% of the total world population. China ranks number 1 in the list of countries and dependencies by population. The population density in China is 153 per km2, 397 people per me2. The total land area is 9,388,211 square kilometers, 3,624,807 square miles. 60.8% of the population is urban, 875,075,919 people in 2020. The median age in China is 38.4 years. But to this date, China can pride itself on having the largest population in the world. 8. China has the world's largest economy. In 2014, experts claimed that the Chinese economy has become the largest economy in the world. It's the biggest exporter and is considered the largest economy in the world when it comes to purchasing power parity. However, in nominal GDP, it's the second largest economy, making it one of the richest countries worldwide in terms of total GDP. 7. China has the world's largest standing army. Did you think that the United States has the largest army in the world? Guess again. The mighty superpower country China has 2,183,000 personnel they can send to war if they have to. That's almost 1 million more than what the U.S. Army has in active duty. The Chinese military is rapidly modernizing and growing, spending an unknown amount of money on sophisticated weapons systems. The Army of China has almost as many tanks as the U.S., while its Navy has an aircraft carrier, massive hovercraft, and nuclear submarines in secret bases with access to vital shipping lanes. Beyond that, China has weapons even the U.S. doesn't have. One of these is a fearsome anti-ship missile that might have the capability to sink an American aircraft carrier. China also has over 100,000 cyber warfare soldiers dedicated to everything from large-scale espionage to hacking to online smear campaigns. Add that to the thousands of planes and tanks they have, and China's military is indeed fearsome. They have an anti-ship missile that could sink a U.S. carrier. China's new anti-ship ballistic missile, the Dongfeng 21D, had been rumored for years before it was unveiled to the public in 2015. It sent U.S. officials into near panic, as it theoretically has the ability to be launched from a land installation, go into orbit, and track a ship over the horizon, flying 10 times the speed of sound and being unstoppable once in flight. They have hundreds of nuclear warheads. China's nuclear capability is a state secret, but independent estimates put its raw number of nuclear warheads rather low, between 250 and 260. China has a no-first-use policy, and has vowed to never use nuclear weapons against non-nuclear states. But they could easily hit the west coast of the U.S., having between 45 and 50 long-range missiles, with possibly double that number coming online before 2020. Japan is also squarely in the range of dozens of Chinese nukes. Essentially, China's nuclear arsenal isn't big enough for deterrence or a crippling first strike, but still big enough to kill millions. China has more people in uniform than the U.S. And the fiscal year ending 2016, the U.S. had 1.3 million active duty military personnel, and another 811,000 in reserve. In contrast, the U.S. estimates China has about 2.3 million active duty military members, and another 500,000 reservists. Many of these are inexperienced conscripts, but China is modernizing its training programs. China's cyber warfare capabilities are terrifying and totally unknown. Chinese military strategy depends on seizing control of the electronic frontier, through both active offensive action and espionage. To accomplish that end, the Chinese military has as many as 130,000 people in various cyber warfare divisions. The country's electronic warfare capabilities are shrouded in secrecy, but it's thought they can take control of electronics on other countries, disable networks, steal secrets, hack government databases, and even launch coordinated disinformation campaigns. As many as 36 U.S. companies, including Google, Dow Chemical, and Northrop Grumman have been hacked, as well as government agencies around the world. A U.S. grand jury even indicted members of an elite Chinese cyber warfare division after a hack attack against U.S. intelligence. 6. China's railway lines are so extensive and long that they could loop around Earth twice. Rail transport is an important mode of long-distance transportation in China. As of 2021, the country had more than 150,000 kilometers, 93,206 miles of railways, the second longest network in the world. By the end of 2021, China had more than 40,000 kilometers, 24,855 miles, of high-speed rail, HSR, the longest HSR network in the world. China has been building an extensive high-speed rail grid that is overlaid onto the existing railway network. This grid is composed of 8 high-speed rail corridors, 4 verticals, and 4 horizontals with a total length of 12,000 kilometers. Those sections will carry a mix of passenger and freight. High-speed trains on passenger-dedicated lines can generally reach 300 to 350 kilometers per hour, 190 to 220 miles per hour. On mixed-use HSR lines, passenger train service can attain peak speeds of 200 to 250 kilometers per hour, 120 to 160 miles per hour. This ambitious national grid project was planned to be built by 2020. China is the 4th largest country by area in the world, but the railways are widely expanded throughout the country. In fact, the Chinese railway is so extensive that it could loop around the Earth, not once, but twice. Beijing, Harbin High-Speed Railway. 350 km/h, 1,700 kilometers, 1,100 miles. Long-distance high-speed service. Maximum speed 350 km/h, 220 miles per hour. G1, G5998 for cross-bureau service, G6001, G9998 for service within one railway bureau. 5. Facebook has been banned in China since 2009. But there are still at least 95 million Chinese users who get by the block via various VPN services. With that said, most people use other social media channels such as Baidu, WeChat, and Sina Weibo. They even have their own version of YouTube called Youku Tudou. This is because China has a strong censorship of internet and apps that are popular in Western countries. 4. 1 in every 5 people in the world is Chinese. If you didn't think learning Chinese was important, then you might need to rethink that thought. About 1 in 5 people worldwide are Chinese, which in a percentage equal to 20% of the total population in the world. While most of them reside within the People's Republic of China, it theoretically means that if you meet 5 people, at least one of them will be Chinese. 3. A new skyscraper is built every 5 days. No country on earth is growing as fast as China. The cities are being transformed fast, and on average, there is a new skyscraper somewhere in the country every 5 days. In a period of a year, 365 days, China gets at least 73 new skyscrapers, with some of them ranked as the tallest buildings in the world. 2. The elderly rights law. If you have parents that are over 60 years old, it's illegal to not visit them regularly. This is definitely one of the most interesting China facts, since, in many other countries, the elders are being forgotten or put into rest homes. 1. The sunrise in parts of China can be as late as 10 a.m. Despite being a wide and large country, China only has one time zone, Standard Chinese Time. This means that in the west of China, the sunrise can be as late as 10 a.m. This means that when it's 6 o'clock in the nation's capital, it's 6 o'clock almost 3,000 miles further west, in Koshira. Alright guys, I hope you guys are enjoy this video. Like this more interesting video, request to like this video and make sure don't forget to subscribe our RS channel and hit a bell button to get an immediate notification guy. Thanks for watching. See